right? And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about home. So I'm going to start off with my book. Now this is by Susan Thurner, and I'm going to go ahead. For 1,000 years, because of her awesome ability to spew forth a child, the mother has been feared and revered. She has been the subject of taboos, witch hunts, and mandatory pregnancies, and conferment in a separate sphere. She has endured appalling insults and perpetual marginalization. She has also been the subject of glorious paintings, chivalry, and idealization. Through it all, she has rarely been consulted. She is an object, not a subject. So my book, Home, investigates and challenges the concepts of home, motherhood, and family, and how these ideals pertain to my own experiences and memories. Within the pages lives photographs that examine and analyze the intense and fiercely close relationship I share with my mother in order for me to find a sense of empowerment, understanding, and acceptance surrounding our complex connection. During my childhood, and this is why my book is titled Home, home was never really clearly defined, right? It was me and my mother against the world, connecting, enduring, a complicated reality. So home for me really existed in my mother's embrace instead of in a structural, four-walled, supporting, safe haven. And so that's where the title of the book really kind of fits in with the ideals of motherhood and family. And motherhood's a topic that kind of goes hand in hand with photography. It's a cycle of loss and gain, just like photography is. And it's going through numerous changes, and so it's really nice to have those two connect to one another. And back again to the ideals of home. Like your first home, come on guys, you know what your first home is. Does anybody know what your first home is? Where is it? Oh, dear, come here. Come here, please. Can I call you up? Okay. So she's pregnant, right? So her home is the baby's first home. Right, so that also kind of plays into the context of this. So we didn't want to talk, I'm sorry, thank you so much. So I don't want to talk your ear off. You guys can go and look up at the book, flip through the pages, and and also enjoy all the other beautiful books. And again, artwork over here and over here, and I'm going to open it up to Gaby. Do you want your notes? You have your notes here? Are you nervous? It's okay.
Super nervous.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're in a good group of people. You can read from it. Do it.
Alicia and I have shot alongside each other for a long time. Our friendship started in college. One of the reasons we work so well together as artists is from interpreting the same scene, myself approaching as a documentarian, much more an observer. Alicia approached us much more than that. I've always admired how self-realized and self-aware she is. She's one of the only artists I've met who creates art by simply opening herself and letting it spill out of her. Whether it be through mixed media or straight photography, her work is expressive and striking, honest and relatable, as is Alicia herself. In the introduction I wrote, home is not about identity, but about trust. We can find this in the work and the idea itself. In her images, her process, and even in her daring to share these things tonight with us through her book, it takes a great amount of trust on both parts to photograph the mother and the daughter that are displayed here. It takes a great amount of trust to share a story like this that maintains its raw individuality, undoctored and uninfluenced, the way I think many are partial, especially when it's our own story we're telling. It has been a great pleasure to watch this work grow, knowing Alicia as an artist in the early days of struggling with printers and paper, and the vast majority of materials that she experimented with, that she uses to communicate what she intends. Her deliberation and delivery of this work transcends the image as simply an image to a photographic object, a telling personal history, and a work of art. As her friend, it has brought me great joy to see this work through to completion. I said I came here to talk about the book, but admittedly I came here to celebrate it. I'm incredibly proud of you, and congratulations.
You're going to make me cry. Now, that's a hard one to follow. That's pretty rough. You better get up there. And